No American male tennis player has won Wimbledon since 2000, but this year could be different. When Pete Sampras lifted his 7th Wimbledon title in 2000, few would have expected him to be the last American man to do so 23 years later. But as the ATP Tour gears up for a return to the All England club next month, that is the stark reality in what has been a surprisingly long drought for a country so accustomed to sporting success. The shortcomings at Wimbledon are perhaps even more surprising given that during that period, U.S. men have enjoyed no fewer than 7 triumphs at the Queen's Club Championship, the traditional warm-up event that precedes the Grasscourt Slam. But could things be about to change this year? Returning world number 1 Novak Djokovic will undoubtedly be the favorite, having lifted the Golden Trophy on 7 previous occasions, including the last 4 in 2018, 2019, 2021 and 2022. Aside from the obvious danger that the Serbian represents, opportunities are opening up elsewhere. Second-ranked Carlos Alcaraz does not favor the grass-court surface and Daniil Medvedev does not have a good Wimbledon record, having never progressed further than the 4th round. Australia's Nick Kyrgios was a beaten finalist last year but is struggling with injury and could miss out altogether, just like Rafael Nadal will, leaving the door wide open for challengers from the U.S. stable of rising stars. Express Sport takes a look at who could make the breakthrough at Wimbledon for America to finally end their barren run. Taylor Fritz. The 6'5" Californian is the top-ranked American on the ATP Tour and represents the nation's best hope of a Wimbledon winner this year. The 25-year-old made it to the quarterfinals last year but eventually lost out in 5 sets to Rafael Nadal, who then pulled out of his semifinal versus Kyrgios due to injury. But with 5 career titles now to his name, Fritz will be hoping to make a genuine push for glory this time around. Frances Tiafoe. Right-hander Tiafoe already knows what it's like to win at Wimbledon. He has twice left SW19 as doubles champion in 2017 and 2018. The singles has been a slightly different story, however. Like Fritz, his best effort came in 2022, when he reached the 4th round, but he will arrive at Wimbledon next month on the up. The 25-year-old clinched his 3rd career title in Stuttgart on Sunday and by doing so, he became only the 3rd Black American to break into the men's top 10 after Arthur Ashe and James Blake. Tommy Paul. After a successful junior career, Paul shot to prominence at this year's Australian Open. Having never progressed past the 4th round of a Grand Slam, he made it all the way to the semifinals, where he was eventually beaten by eventual winner Djokovic. The 26-year-old got as far as the 4th round at Wimbledon last year, before reaching the quarterfinals of the ATP Masters 1000 in Montreal, having now climbed to 15th in the ATP rankings. He is expected to be challenging for titles in the coming years. His first ATP Tour win arrived in the Stockholm Open at the end of 2022, where he beat both Fritz and Tiafoe, as well as Andy Murray, on his way to the final. Best of the rest. America currently has 7 male tennis players ranked in the world's top 50. Aside from Fritz, Tiafoe and Paul, there will be outside chances for the likes of Sebastian Korda, Ben Shelton, Maxime Cressy and J.J. Wolf, all of whom are at Queen's Club this week.